Shalom Rishvaka, and welcome to Jeremy, Teach Them His Truth. Today we're going to be looking at who is the Kohen really. Okay, so today I want to address this issue. So first we're going to go to Zechariah, starting at verse 11. And this is when Zerubbabel was marking out the length and the width of the temple to be built in the future. We'll start at chapter 11. Then answered I and said to him, what are these two olive etzim trees upon the right side of the candlestick and upon the left side there? 12. And I answered again and said to him, what be these two olive branches, which through the two golden pipes empty the golden oil out of themselves? 13. And he answered me and said, know you not what these be? And I said, no, my master. 14. Then said he, these are the two anointed ones that stand by the master of the whole earth. Okay, so we've got a couple of footnotes from HaKohen here. So let's have a look at the first one. So then answered I and said to him, what are these two olive etzim trees? Okay, so let's have a look at this. These etzim. So the two olive trees represent the house of Judah and the house of Ephraim, Israel. And in the end days, they will both become Akkad, one. Okay, so let's go to the next footnote, which is the most important one. Then said he, these are the two anointed ones that stand by the master of the whole earth. Okay, let's have a look at this, master of the whole earth. So we have here, the immediate context is Yahushua, the high priest, and Zerubbabel. These two are personified and depicted as two witnesses. Do not be confused, as scripture identifies two messiahs, one from the line of Aaron and the other from the line of David. Okay, so this is very important here. So I'm going to read this again. Do not be confused, as scripture identifies two messiahs, one from the line of Aaron and the other from the line of David. Okay, let's continue. We need to understand that the Messiah does not fit both and cannot be fitting into both offices. This unfortunate confusion comes when one forgets that all the times in Israel's history we have the eternal king, Yahweh, and the human king in Israel. We never had one single king ruling all the time from the Shamayim, okay, from the heavens. Also, this helps us to see that when the King Messiah comes, he will rule and reign. But King David will also be raised, and he will also reign as the king as well. The two offices sometimes converge, but they show us separation too. We need to understand that the Messiah needs to fill the office of the high priest. Well then, that would be Aaron's line, and also the office of the house of David, then that would be the Davidic line. But the priesthood there is not Aaronic or Levitical, but Melchizedek. Okay? It would be a gross contradiction to say that Yahweh decided to fill the role of high priest of Aaron, a line of Levi, and decide to replace it with Judah. Okay, so what we have here, which I'm trying to explain, is that there's going to be two Messiahs, one from the line of Aaron and one from the line of David. So if we know and we understand that what happens in the Torah happens twice, okay? So you had the first Messiah, which was Moses, okay, who gathered the people out of Egypt and obviously was instructed by the father, Abba Yahweh, to give instruction to Israel. And then obviously later on we had Messiah, Yahushua, who came to gather the 10 tribes, or the lost 10 tribes of the house of Israel. So the same will happen again. We'll have the first Messiah, second time around, which will be from the line of Aaron, because remember that the priesthood was given to Aaron, okay, and his sons. Okay, so we have to have somebody from that line to guide us, just like Musa guided the Israelites when they were taken or brought out of Egypt with the hand of the father, Abba Yahweh. The same way we're going to have somebody from the line of Aaron to teach us, to bring us back to the ways of the Abba, that we may enter. Now, it's my honest opinion that Rabbi Simon Altaf is that man. It is my opinion that he is the first Messiah, second time around. So for me personally, I have much understanding of this through the Abba giving me many signs and visions, and the fact that the Abbas also called me out, the fact that Hakoin is from the line of the bloodline of Aaron and I'm from the bloodline of King David. That can't be a coincidence, okay? So in order for us to come back and to be taught correctly, in order to enter the kingdom, we have to be taught by somebody that the Abba has called out himself personally, just like he did Musa. And that man is Rabbi Simon Altaf HaKohen. Now I just want to say that also I have been marked by the Abba with the Tav and with the Shin. It would make no sense to me if the Abba is going to mark me with the Tav and the Shin to send me to a teacher who he has not called out himself personally. Why would you mark somebody with the Tav and the Shin and send them to somebody who you haven't called out to teach you? It wouldn't make any sense. So for that reason, and for many others, which I won't go into now, but I will show you in the next reading all the things that the Abba has given me and shown me, why I have had to come to this understanding that Rabbi Simon Altaf HaKohen is the first Messiah, second time around. Just like Musa was the first time. Okay, HaKohen is the Messiah, first Messiah, second time around. So for the next reading and teaching, I will be talking about all the experiences that the Abba has given me and shown me that prove to me and maybe to some of you that HaKohen is that person, which is why it's imperative that you align yourself with HaKohen. If the Father has sent us his first Messiah, second time around, and you are not aligning with HaKohen, it's only a matter of time before you will be booted out of Abba's Beth. This is Abba's Beth. The Father has called out HaKohen and called out myself This is Abba's Beth. Make no mistake. So please align yourself with Hakohen. Please do the things that Hakohen has asked you to do, to hear and to do. Keeping the Sabbaths, keeping the holy feasts, bringing your offerings on the feast days, paying your tithes and your tzedakah. All of these things are important and are needed to be done for us to enter into the kingdom. We have a Kohen now. We have somebody who the Abba has sent from the line of Aaron. If you are in this camp, in this Beth, please count yourself very lucky to be here, to be taught by the bloodline of Aaron, HaKohen. Okay? So next time on Jeremy Teach Them His Truth, I will show you all the things that the Abba has given me and shown me. The ones that I can show you, some I can't because obviously they're not meant to be given. But the ones that I can, I will. So please, hear and do, keep the commandments and align yourself with Hakohen. For those of you who are keeping the commandments and aligning yourselves with Hakohen, may Yahweh increase you, watch over you, and keep you and your family safe. So I thank you all for watching. This is Rabbi Jeremy Beaton, Chief Rabbi, saying thank you for watching, and Shalom Shalom.